Hi, I'm Elaine Penhaul and I'm here with Alex Tan, and we're going to be talking about the value of goal setting in a mentoring relationship from the perspective of a mentee. So Alex, I know that you have been a mentee, or you are a mentee on the Agents Together programme. How valuable have you found setting goals at the beginning of your mentoring relationship to be? How has that helped you?
I think it's really set out the journey and the direction of how your meetings go. You might initially be in a situation where you don't actually know what goals or what you're looking to achieve. Sometimes it's good to be able to have those conversations and the discovery meeting to be able to establish that. So I don't think you get that and you explore that as and when you have your conversations as well. But I think it is good to have that direction, and sometimes it's something that I found really helpful, that sometimes you can be a bit lost. And I think that's why people do seek out mentorships, because they do need that direction and that guidance. And I think that can be really useful. But it is a good structure to the meeting so that you know what the goals are. Sometimes your mentors will set you homework as well to make sure you're prepared for the next meeting. But it just means that will help you and guide you to be able to develop and grow through that mentorship.
Fantastic. And did you find that your mentor helped you set kind of your long-term goals? Because mentorships are generally about 6 months,
Yes,
aren't they?
Yes.
That you have your long-term goals, and then as part of that journey, it's then broken down into shorter-term goals, and in fact some goals for the session that you're in, the hour-long meeting, for example, that you're in, about what the goal of that meeting is as well.
Definitely, I think because there's certain things that you might pinpoint, so there might be 2 or 3 specific things that you want to work on or talk about that are happening in the immediate. But like you said, I think that so much is unraveled when you look about the future in terms of your aspirations and your goals, not on the here and now, but as you mentioned, Elaine, in the next 6 to 12 months as well. Even though the mentorship is for 6 months, it might be a case of what are we going to achieve through this process, but also equally so when we part company, what does that look like? And it might just change the direction in terms of your behaviours and what you do and your next step. So it's invaluable being able to get that information and being able to see in terms of what that looks like moving forward.
I think that's a good point as well. You know, that if the mentorship lasts for 6 months, your goal as a mentee might in fact be a 12-month goal. But that 6 months has really put you on the path towards the 12-month goal, or the 2-year goal, or the 5-year goal, and has enabled you to put in the real solid building blocks for that as well. So looking longer term can be really valuable within that, even though the mentorship isn't necessarily going to follow you right the way through that journey. That's important. And the other thing that you said is that there might be 2 or 3 things competing for your attention. I know that as a mentor, one of the things that I work a lot with my mentees to do is to try and help them prioritize goals, and also work out, is there a natural order of priority? So it's not just about what they want to do first, but actually, does one thing have to be done before the next? Do you find that too? Do you find that that's useful?
Just you speaking like that just really reinforces how helpful it is to have a mentor, because sometimes you can't see it, and I think it's so important, like you said, to lay it out and be able to establish those priorities, because like you said, you can be in a whirlwind and have so much going on, but like you said, you can't do and tackle everything all at once. So you need to take them into isolation, but sometimes you need somebody to tell you that, even though you know it yourself. When you're having these sessions, I think it really opens up your eyes and you see it from a different perspective, that it's really good to be able to home in, like you said, in those priorities, because I think that's crucial, because obviously I think that you'll be in disarray. So like you said, you have to make sure that you keep yourself on track and you've got somebody reining you in, and like you said, Elaine's being able to prioritise, definitely.
Yeah, it's that accountability, isn't it? Just it's almost, sometimes it feels like almost being somebody's conscience. You're saying all the things that are going on in their head, And of course, none of us listen to the voice in our head when we choose not to, but somebody saying it outside, saying, okay, so what exactly are you going to do this? How exactly are you going to do this? Is a whole different conversation. It's a whole different way of hearing that conversation, isn't it? Yeah. Fantastic. Thank you.